great topic.
Okay.
I was trying to be enthusiastic.
Okay.
Where's your enthusiasm?
I'm happy.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah, I'm thrilled.
Okay. So what are we talking about today?
We wanted to talk about the difference between a clean keto diet and a dirty keto diet
Filthy.
and a lazy keto diet.
Very lazy. I know a few of them. You know what? It's amazing to me how many different, like keto, you would think, oh, just keto. No, not so much. There's so many different varieties of keto and combinations of which. The ones that we're talking about are what? The three main ones, really, that you hear a lot about?
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's variants of the mixed.
They're the ones that I hear about in the different kind of groups that I'm involved in.
Well, you're very popular.
I am very popular.
Yeah. I'm not in that many groups because people don't like me.
No. So they'll say I'm on the lazy keto, or they say I'm on the dirty keto, and that this particular recipe is dirty keto. And so I had to look into this to see what they were even talking about, because I didn't even know before I'd ever heard them recently, like in the past couple weeks or something.
Yeah, it seems that the groups we hang out with, just it was, they kind of done exactly what we done. And when you really look at these different group ideas, we do a combination of a couple of them, and it just pretty much turns it out to be dirty keto.
Yeah.
And that's everyone I know that's on keto that's doing it is on that same thing.
Yeah, dirty keto.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting to hear how strict they can get to how wide open. It's interesting. So take it away. Tell us, what are we going to talk about first?
Okay, so the clean keto diet is one that I can see why it is that some people say keto's quite expensive, because it will only include whole foods from quality sources. You're only getting grass-fed beef, pasture-raised pork, organic vegetables, organic everything, organic dairy. You're getting the free-range eggs, the wild-caught seafood. You're avoiding all artificial sweeteners, avoiding all ultra-processed oil, and avoiding all snack foods, which we don't do all of those things.
Mad.
We don't do all of those things.
No,
and so we're definitely not doing clean keto.
Yeah, we do some of them, like the free-range eggs. Yes.
Yeah, we definitely do free-range eggs. We do
we have our own chickens. It's wonderful.
Yes, very wonderful. I love my chickens. And
she loves them more than me, but that's okay.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
And
although I was coming home today off that subject.
Yeah.
On my way home through the neighborhood, there was a chicken walking in the road. Like 6 blocks down the road.
Down that way?
Yeah, down that way.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a pretty chicken, too. It was black and white and just so proud and wasn't scared of the car at all.
So you had to kind of drive around it?
Well, I had to stop and wait for him to walk.
Funny.
He just looked at me like, what?
Yeah.
I'm going to go lay an egg, and I think it wasn't a him.
I know
Let's clarify.
Yeah, I know that more people are doing chickens, having chickens in their backyards.
Oh, yeah, I see tons of chickens now.
The place sells out of them. When we go in, they sell out so quickly. Which we should hurry and pick us up some more chickens.
Yeah, we should. Where were we on this? Anyway, yeah, we do.
We also
we do a variety of things. We do pretty good.
Do a lot of natural sweeteners. We don't do all natural sweeteners, but we do a lot of natural sweeteners. In my baking, I include things like stevia in order to make it so that it's, because when I was looking into it, it said that was the safest ingredients to use in baking, and so I've tried to incorporate those into the baking instead of using other things like what is it called, sucralose, the Splenda type things.
Yes.
Because they've been saying that that's not good to use in baking.
That's what they say. They say, oh, that's naughty. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
So the definition of dirty keto is that you just make sure that you're doing low carb and high fat. And as long as you're within those macronutrients, you're making sure that you're doing the 80% fat, 20-ish% protein, pretty close to 0% carbs.
Which is how I was introduced to keto.
Then
it's just, this is all you got to do. Yeah. You got to just match those numbers pretty much. Get your macronutrients. And we've made sure that we've added certain things like vitamins or whatever because of
And vegetables.
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 Yeah, we eat a lot of vegetables.
They're not required on dirty keto.
It's not
to have vegetables.
Yeah, absolutely. If you just follow those numbers, you're not going to get much vegetables in at all. Just don't need them.
So on dirty keto, you could go to a fast food restaurant. You could just get your cheeseburger with eggs and bacon on it, and you're having a keto dish.
And you'll have to throw away your bread because it really confuses them when you say hold the bun. They're like, there's no manager here to clear that.
So you just order it, you get the bun, you take it off.
The chickens eat it.
The chickens eat it, yeah.
They love the buns.
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
That does sound weird.
My chickens love buns.
In dirty keto, you might get food that has antibiotics in it. You might get the food that has hormones in it. You'll include processed cheese, which is probably what you're getting on your cheeseburger when you order at a restaurant.
What?
Depending on the restaurant. They oftentimes use the cheapest stuff.
That you're not talking about McDonald's, so right?
I might be talking about McDonald's.
That hurts.
Can have pre-packaged meats. You can have prepared food, which prepared food would be some stuff you can get at the restaurants that they might be using trans fats or whatever kinds of fats in it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we don't know what comes in our food when it's prepared for us.
Yeah, they don't really break it down for you very easily to find out.
It doesn't come with a nutrition label. The dirty keto can include processed snack foods. So when you see the snack foods in the aisle that says keto on it, if you choose to get that, that's not going to be clean keto because it's a prepackaged type food. It can include margarine and it can include mayonnaise that's made from vegetable oils.
It can include a few things. We have a list.
We have a list. And so oftentimes, because we've been doing different kinds of things with our ketos, we don't always get the grass-fed beef. We just buy regular hamburger. We'll buy regular pork, and we don't always get the organic stuff. It's nice, though, to include it sometimes. Sometimes we do get organic foods, and so sometimes we're doing clean keto.
I've noticed through the years, organic was a little harder to find anymore.
It's all over now. A lot of organic vegetables.
And the prices of it's going down because I think it's becoming more mainstream than it used to be.
Yeah.
It used to be just this niche. Something. That one thing. And now it's more widely accepted, more wanted, I guess, than before. Just because people, I think, are, health conscious more than ever before. I mean, we worry more about trans fats. We heard about how bad they are. For years, they were put into the foods, and people just consumed them and didn't think about it.
And we didn't know what they were going to do. I think there weren't any real long-term knowledge about what was going to happen if you...
No, we were just trying to feed people.
Yeah.
And so is there... that's the main one that I know people are on. I don't know anyone on clean keto.
Yeah.
I know everyone I know is on dirty keto.
I'm thinking it's maybe in places where it's easier to find wild-caught seafood, grass-fed beef, pasture-raised pork. Maybe it's places, maybe like that grocery store that we don't ever go to. That's on
the natural grocers?
The natural one.
Yeah, they probably
like
have
that.
it.
They probably do.
That'd be interesting. We should go over there and take a look, see what they got.
I would like to switch more into clean keto because I know that the whole foods would be better.
Well, yeah.
Long term.
The whole idea of doing it is for long-term health.
Yeah.
Get the health up, make sure longevity's there. And so that's what we're wanting. And so, switching over, it'd be interesting to make a list, break it down on what currently we spend per meal, and then just go price at natural grocers and just see a comparison on. Well, let's pause it right there. Here is your opportunity to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done it already, and also hit that bell notification. You'll get notified every time we put out a new video. And now, back with the show. On what kind of
it might not be that different.
I wonder how much different it would be to try to go full clean keto.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
So the last one was lazy keto, which I was surprised it's even called lazy because...
You don't get up, you just lay there.
It includes only clean foods. Only all of the grass-fed
That one
beef,
confused,
organic vegetables. It only includes clean foods. You're just not paying attention to your macronutrients.
So it's clean keto, just not watching the numbers.
Not watching the numbers.
So you just, this looks about right on my plate.
Yeah, it looks about right.
Proportion-wise.
Or just making sure that you're having fat, making sure you're having low carb, and just not paying attention, really. So that's lazy keto, which doesn't sound very lazy because you have to make sure you're always cooking at home because you're always doing these whole foods from the quality sources, which is not very lazy. Cooking every day is not very lazy. And maybe even cooking as many as 2 or 3 times a day. That's not very lazy. So I'm surprised that they call that lazy keto.
Yeah. I wonder who come up with these names.
That's one of those things that is a benefit of dirty keto, is that it does allow you to still stick with it long term because you can take occasional times where you go out to eat. You can take occasional times where you maybe do get a prepackaged food, some kind of easy to cook meal. You can do that. It makes it easier to stick with it.
Sometimes life gets busy.
Yeah. And so if you're too busy to cook, you can just whip something up, go get some McDonald's and take the bun off and just stay in keto because you don't have to get off of your meal plan in order to just make something fast.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And so that's everything I have on that.
Yeah. So if you have any questions about it, leave a comment. That would be great. Love to hear from you. If you want us to go more in depth on one of these, or maybe we were totally off base, let us know.
Or maybe you could tell us if you've done clean keto and you found that it's not very expensive, how it is you've made that work out. Because I would love to do it that way. It's always good to be eating healthier foods long term.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Well, until next time. Bye.
Bye.